Hello everybody. How's the video and audio coming through here, folks? I think this is the return to Napolia tract mode thing, which is clearly very similar to the Nali Castle fly-through thing, but slightly different. Pretty much the same thing. Which I think was... well, I know was done by... actually, do I have this right? No, I think... okay, yeah, that is Return to Napolia. Sorry, they're just that similar. But yeah, Return to Napolia is the Unreal 1 expansion, and it was done by Legend. I have a friend who used to work there, actually, during the Unreal 2, and that is why my picture is in Unreal 2. This would have been 10, 11 years ago, I guess. Alright, well, yeah, let's jump in here. Yeah, I kind of want to get through this level as quick as I can, just because, I don't know, it's got some weird direction and stuff. And I think where I left off last time was I couldn't figure out where the heck to go, and I'm pretty sure it's through this door here. So I'm just going to cheat here and ghost through it. I don't know if it's like a problem with my tourism mod code or what, but yeah. Oh, that's right, yeah, you go in here and you load it. Yeah, so I'm really not sure why that door didn't open. But now it has. Now we're in a different level. And this whole bit's been drained right here. So now, quick save here. Just jump down here. Does this open? Right, it opens now that the liquid's been drained. And normally there's a bunch of those, like, snakeman enemies around here, you know? They go all around, but none of them this time, because we're playing tourism here. We're just going around chilling. Even though we've got some bouncy Eurodance combat music. And yeah, so, I don't know, yeah, getting through this level, there's a bunch of switches to hit. And normally there would be those mercenary dudes with the rocket launcher arms and whatnot. But none of that this time. This is like the Unreal 1's equivalent of the quad damage, where... yeah, like, it's the energy amplifier, and I guess it just pumps up the damage of, like, most of the things you do. It doesn't affect all the weapons, I think. Which is kind of weird, but it does affect... well, it's not like we're going to use it in combat or anything, but yeah. Alright, so we'll turn it on. Yeah, that's right. It turns the ASMD core red. So that's super weird. I don't know if it affects the rockets. It doesn't really seem to affect the flak cannon. So yeah, it's kind of a weird selective quad damage. So yeah, it's not really like the quad damage, and it's... what? I don't know what just happened. It's not really like the quad damage, and it's not like the Tome of Power from Heretic and Hexen. How do I get that to come back down now? Broken pipe was reported. Okay, that's good. I like how I talked about those detail textures last time. They're using it here to get kind of a nice monitor scan line effect, and I really like this actually. Like the normal like bilinear texture filtering combines with the scan lines, and it feels pretty good. It's kind of this retro hologram CRT type thing. Alright, yeah, I really need that. I really need that elevator there to come back down. That won't open. Yeah. Weird. Okay, well, maybe I'm not meant to go there. My memory of all this is still a little fuzzy. Last time I played this game probably would have been Well, I think it was when I made the tourism mod 2 years ago. About 2 years ago now, I guess. I like the little rainbow-colored ribbon here. Access denied. I thought it was going to be like a birthday banner, you know, for some Scarge dude. Folks chipped in around the office. Got him a Terraniux bio cake or something. I don't know. I'm just making stuff up. There's a switch we can hit there. And this part still has the goo. This is some really important world building that they're doing here. You know, we saw those blue crystals in the caves, and now we're seeing the green goo. And we don't have the bioweapon yet, but eventually we'll get the bioweapon, and it will shoot that green goo. So we're just seeing all aspects of the Terraniux life cycle. Getting a clear sense of the imperial economy that it forms the basis of here, you know. I'm being facetious, but it's also cool, you know. If you're going to have green goo in your video game, then you might as well just do something with it. Talk about where it comes from. Why people are killing each other over it. Okay, so I guess I can go in here. What does that do me? Kind of wondering if that dang elevator hasn't malfunctioned. I worry about that. A lot of times in Unreal, when you have a mover, like a lift, the player bumping it, the player's collision cylinder coming into contact with it, will kind of like trigger it, you know, tell it to amplifier is out of power. Oh, my damage amp ran out. That's fine. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like maybe I'm supposed to respond. I feel like I'm supposed to resupply power to that or something. I don't know. I'm just going around like a big goof. Some flak cannon ammo. The whole tourism mode really affects your perception of things like the ammo economy and the health economy. Because you find these things and you're just like, oh, well, that's interesting. I guess that's flak ammo, you know, and you never end up using it for anything. You just become kind of an internet collector. Like I'm the jerk who buys all the amiibos and just sits on them. I'm not doing nothing with them. Okay, I'm just really confused by the direction here. Okay, that's a... I don't think I've hit this yet. There we go. Alright, that didn't change the slime goo levels, but I've hit 3 of 3 switches now, so I'm feeling 90s FPS design has told me that this is definitely a very good thing. And there's some nice slime falls. Yeah, some slime going down into there. Alright, and now is that slime level higher? No, I think this is the room that was already flooded. How are we doing? Okay, now the elevator works. Well, that was sort of opaque and unclear, but... Oh yes, cool, and now we're up here. We're up on the rooftop garden that you always want to have on the roof of a, like, waste treatment plant kind of thing. I mean, maybe that's how these trees are growing, so nice and big. Yeah, just messages about bio-waste. It's good. So yeah, that's that Terraniux goo, which our bioweapon will, we hope, soon be. And it just kind of sticks to surfaces and then explodes. It's a strange thing, but it's just kind of, you know, it's a signature Unreal thing at this point, I guess. Just having green goo. Okay, normally there would be a whole bunch of fighting guys up here, all kinds of jerks to do battles with. Control room authorization must be granted to access Newark Elbow. don't know what a Newark elbow is, but I love it. I love those words. Yeah. There's just, you know, back outside here and, like, it's in twilight times. The sun's not quite down over the horizon. The skybox looks real pretty. And yeah, I really like that. I guess they got some Nolly healing fruits growing here because, you know, it's all part of the circle of life here. That's someplace, I think that's where I came from. Yeah, this has a real problem with symmetry. Like, this is, you know, you clearly get that this is, like, different parts of a three-leaf clover here, but, you know, these sections are so similar that it just makes direction kind of difficult, you know? And then you walk in here, and, like, that's the only identifiable, like, I can tell that that's a unique direction because of that, but then all these other directions, it's just kind of like, well, left and right, those are about equally weighted visually. I was playing a little bit of Heretic recently, and it reminded me of one of the things that John Romero told me when we were playing Doom together. I'm just totally name-dropping here, it's just shameless. But, you know, he was like, yeah, I always try to avoid symmetry, and this is a pretty good example, and Heretic's levels definitely have it. I kind of wonder if he got on those level designers about that, because some of those levels are symmetry to a real fault, or it just makes it really difficult to find your way around, you know, and it kind of makes everything more murky and unexciting. And yeah, so we're running afoul of that here too. So, like, where the heck do I go here? There's got to be one of these things that I can... I remember there's, like... Okay, yeah, I think this is the unique spot here. There we go. Okay. Alright, so this is a place that we haven't been before. That is a force field. Now, when I was playing this back in the day, I never got the hang of how you're supposed to use these things. Since we're not going to be fighting monsters here, I'll just put it down. So I put this down, and then, like, it's just like this elongated donut of purple stuff, and it's a cool looking shader, but it's just kind of like a collision cylinder. I mean, I guess you could use it as portable cover. But later games that did the portable cover thing gave you something that looked kind of like a riot shield or something, you know? So it's weird. I mean, obviously, like, by default, everything on Unreal is a cylinder, so they were probably just running with that. But, yeah, it's just kind of weird. Anyway, weird power-ups. You're not sure what they do. And yeah, I forget where this goes. I think that there's this whole, yeah, there's a whole greenhouse type thing here. Let me check the chat for comments here. Oh yes, it's Max Ovs 2D. How would you like me to refer to you? M. Libled. I'm sure I'm mispronouncing your name. Anyway, you make a really good comment. Part of me thinks that at some point they were going to go for some kind of refined terrarium equals big plants equals big in-game mutated monsters. Yeah, you always wonder when there's, like, concepts that a game puts forward in its fiction and they, like, spend some real work doing world building on. You know, you wonder if, like... But then it never really goes anywhere, you know? It's just kind of one of those ideas floating around in the game. You know, it makes you wonder if it did go somewhere at some point, but they just had to bail on it later in development. Let me break out my flashlight here. They got us going through all kinds of weird little tunnels and stuff here. And it's completely dark, so we're getting some use out of our flashlight. Oh, and now I'm down here. And then some Luke Skywalker run away from Darth Vader tunnels. Oh, here we go. And here's the bio rifle. Now we can lob gobs of green goo. And our life is complete. This is a close-up of that cool energy force field effect, which I really love. It's just super cool. Doesn't shock you when you get close. Just looks real cool. I think that's like a static bitmap of that of the sort of lightning-y type effect. that's being perturbed by the water texture system, by the fire texture system. So that's another example of the kind of stuff I can do. I really dig this. If I was gonna make a 3D game with shaders and stuff, I would kind of want to have something like this, you know, sort of system, or at least some good shaders that I could fiddle with to get there. All right, so I think we hit this switch here, and that accomplishes something. Now we've hit 2 switches, and we've accomplished even more. We can push these crates over here and get this ammo. Pushing crates with your body like this was Half-Life did this as well. Half-Life 1 with its funk pushables. Well, and I guess Half-Life 2 did with its actual physics havoc stuff. But yeah, it always feels kind of bad, but it's like, I don't know. I mean, it works. Some real good Deus Ex memories, pushing around crates to make something hilarious happen. Alright, is this where I came from? I don't really recall. Oh, I see, and they're putting a leash on where we can put this thing. So I wonder how I'm supposed to get up here. Yeah, I don't get it. That's a BSP crate. Totally different from this other crate here that's slightly smaller. Oh yeah, and the bio rifle has a secondary fire. You can charge it up. We see the little bubbly goo going on in there, and then it launches out a big wad of goo that's like several pieces of ammo all at once. And it's just a nasty, festering thing. And it hurts us if we get on it. So yeah, I guess there's all these pipes that lead here, and maybe some of them lead to cool secrets or something, but I don't know. Okay, so now we were in that control room, and now what can we do? That 8-ball ammo. I don't think we've got any business here anymore. Yeah, no, I don't think so. It's a shield belt. I've already pushed that. Just checking the chat here. Alright, let's ride this back up. It's a big, tall elevator. This level does do a good job as far as direction goes in at least one respect, which is just that, like, down, everything is green because the bottom layer has all that slime in it, and then the upper layers have kind of a cool blue, and then the outdoors have the natural light. So that's good. Wait a minute. I didn't get jump boots, did I? Oh, son of a gun. I didn't realize I had jump boots. Are jump boots, like, auto-activated or something? Or did I just recklessly jump? Anyway, yeah, jump boots, you only have, like, 3... They're only good for 3 jumps. Ah, yeah, and then there they go. I'm pretty sure there was a goodie. Yeah, there's, like, some flak ammo or something up on top of there. Anyway, well, I just blew through those jump boots. Well, anyway. I think the way out is here. I believe so. What a big, tall, strong elevator. It says either Tonician or Tonician. Aha, okay, and this is another location. I think we can get out at this point. Should I hit this switch? Oh, that's right, and it opened up these, yeah, that's right. Yeah, it opens up a patch in the ceiling to let the sun in, so that these plants can grow. Alright, and I think this is the way out, I believe. Nork's Elbow. Alright, here we are. This is Nork's Elbow. I love it. Alright, and there's some stuff, and then, yeah, this gives us a look here. There's some more Nolly housing. And then there's like a big, weird switch switchback rampy type thing. We can take all the way down. I think there's fights. There's some monstars on this ramp here. But we don't got to bother with them because we're in tourism mode. We're just taking in the sights like this. It's a good sight. It's quite a sight to see. It's spooky in here. Oh no, dead Nolly. Okay, alright. So that's a sad... Oh, this poor guy is still tied up. Just don't know what to do about that. There's bugs. Whoa! Oh my gosh, I just crashed. That's a bummer. Alright, well, I think I saved relatively recently, so I can put this on the TV here. Yeah, I'm not really sure why that crash happened, but alright. Didn't lose much in the way of progress. Is everybody still with me on the stream? I booted the game back up. Everything should be good as new, but let me know if there's any interruption or change in quality. There's another one of these weird shields. Oh, okay, and this doesn't... Oh, no, okay, yeah, it doesn't have an attic. Usually when there's a fallen timber like that. That's, you know, they'll use a fallen timber sometimes to clue the player in that there's something you can climb up into. Okay, so this is a one-way situation. We're out of here. And now we're just back outside. And yeah, it was a good point in the comments from last stream that they use these, you know, they're pretty prefab really, but you can, you know, they're really just these rocky corridors with, you know, flora in them. They're really, they don't make the game any less linear really, but they provide this good relief feeling when you've been running around sci-fi corridors and such. Of just like being out in the open again. And it's really nice. So yeah, we're coming up on another kind of Nolly temple sort of thing here. There's something underwater here, as I recall. We're moving slow as molasses in the water here, as usual. But yeah, I forget where... I may just be completely off base here. Yeah, like maybe... Is there a... Yeah, I think maybe there's like a corpse there or something. I'm gonna swim over to it. What the hey? We're in tourism mode here. We're seeing the sights. So what happened here? It's just a dead guy. I don't see a... Oh wait, no. It's cluing us in. Aha! There was a secret entrance. That guy was either just trying to get in or trying to get out. Okay, another flak cannon. We've been stuck here for days. There are plenty of fish to eat, but they taste kind of funny. I never liked fish. And yeah, that's the sad story of this, I guess this couple here that came up. Yeah, there's a fish right there. Alien fish. Oh, but this is a dead end. I kind of figured this was like the way into some... like a back way into the level. Oh well. They gave us a flat cannon for their troubles. And yeah, look at that. This sun being... one of the suns being partly occluded by the big toxic waste plant or whatever. Seeing the sights. Yeah. I like that they use, in the Unreal Engine, when you put down a plane like this, like these clouds here are just a single plane with a panning blended cloud texture on it, but you can put lots of different colored lights with very small radiuses up against that plane to get these effects that they're showing here. You know, so you'll get like, you know, they've got kind of one color for this one sun here, and then another color for this sun, and then like the red planet is making it kind of red, and then, I mean, man, I guess Nepali has two moons and 2 suns. Anyway, just the nice colors in the skybox are like just a very simple, specific technique. You can open it up in the editor and see it. See how they do all that stuff. Hey, it's a Nolly who's cowering. I'm cool. I'm cool. I'm not gonna hurt you. I think this fellow is just in permanent cower mode. Yeah, that's one of the things that I like about the Unreal Engine as compared to any id engine after Doom, is that Quake levels and such are compiled and into a format that you can't really open in an editor. You have to decompile it, so you're mainly just reliant on the map author distributing the source file for their map for you to be able to take a look at it and kind of see what their tricks were. Whereas in Unreal, as well as in Doom, you can just open up the file that the level designer ships to you. Is the very same file that you can open up in the editor and just kind of sneak a peek at all the tricks that they're doing here. And that's really cool. I think that's very valuable to do, to just always assume that you're shipping your content source. I think that's where we're trying to get to. When we finish this level, we'll go out through there. Maybe. Oh yeah, I think we were being locked in a room there, and there was a Scourge that showed up and jumped down from one of these points and fought us. He was dispatched immediately. As happens. Alright, I hope this isn't another one of those doors that... I'm pretty sure we've got another way through here, but yeah, I think it's really important for, like, when you have a game that's moddable, that modders can learn from each other just by being able to poke open their content, and it's... I don't know, I think it's really valuable to ship that stuff by default, just as part of the core engine design or something. The trade-offs to doing that, of course, are that you ship like a big... Sometimes it's extra bytes to ship your content source as well as the compiled, you know, because usually game engines will want to compile something down to a more space efficient or memory efficient or disk I/O efficient format. And in Unreal's case, they just decided that the binary wad of everything was just the, oh yeah. This Nolly led me to a cool thing. This cool kind of altar sort of area. Nice skylight. And a cool fire texture thing. And this is the only suggestion that Nolly have like some sort of sexual dimorphism going on. Like, we never see this. I think there will come a point later where I'll be closer to this, but yeah, that is a four-armed, four-breasted Nolly angel. So possibly it's a mythological figure, I don't know. But yeah, I have the feeling I know who drew that. I'm pretty sure it's Shane Caudle, who is one of the artists on Unreal, and like multi-talented artist, level designer sort of fella, as I recall, who just did like levels as well as art and all that kind of stuff. If I've misattributed that, then I apologize. But he had a particular like sort of painting and rendering style, and just, you know, did a whole bunch of art for the Unreal series and for Gears and all that. I forget if he's still at Epic or not. I don't really have anybody on the inside at Epic to talk to. Yeah, this is like a cool little barracksy bunk type room. You can climb up in these things and just see if people left loot in their bunks. Yeah, and here we're getting some of that Unreal Engine lighting. I love it. Like these sort of teal lights and just straight up red. And they're using that same kind of fire texture torch sort of thing. Colored all pretty. Putting some lights on there. And yeah, and then there's this whole boat type thing here where like there's a whole little boat ride that we can go on, and I think I'm just going to do that because we're on vacation, so we might as well doing tourism, so we might as well, you know, enjoy this beautiful Disneyland ride they got for us. This is kind of like, even though it's a very quiet, like understated, relatively moment of this game, this is kind of one of the standout moments in the game for me, just because it's so chill, kind of, you know, and like this water's pretty, like, you know, it's just refreshing and peaceful. And then yeah, there's a cool thing that's in there waiting for us. I guess there was like a walking way around here that I could have taken, but eh. Yeah, it's a fairly pointless little boat ride, as I recall. I think it just pulls up here, I believe. I think so. Torch of Tranquility. Yeah, see, this is totally our speed right now. It's the Torch of frickin' Tranquility. There's just nothing here to stress us out at all. Razor blades. That must mean we're going to get the razor jack soon. And yeah, this is just another cool room full of lighting and Unreal Engine fanciness. We got purple torches here. I feel like it just takes a special kind of confidence or naivety or whatever to just have straight up just purple, bright purple light sources in your video game. Nowadays, I think, you know, at the time they were probably just trying to just show that they had all the colors, but oh, here we go. They were using all 16 million colors. I don't recall what was in here. Oh yeah, you gotta bump that. You gotta put some shoulder into that door there. Oh yeah, that's a nolly fruit seed. Another flashlight. So I forget what the purpose of this is, other than just kind of... Oh, here we go. Okay. So we hit that. And that opens the little indoor gazebo in which the Torch of Tranquility is housed. Boom! And look at that. That's just purty. Lights up. It's got a pulsing light source kind of thing on it. So lights in the Unreal Engine could do this, in Unreal Engine 1 at least, could do this, this interesting kind of thing where, like, I forget how it worked exactly, but it was basically like projecting light according to this kind of power function along the wall, you know, so when you put down an Omni light, it was basically projecting like a linear or quadratic circle. You know, and just create like a little circular pool of light, but they had different light styles, and this was like the ripple one that they use a lot to kind of create like a water or candle caustic effect here. And it would just sort of like throw a like sine pattern, a sine wave or something that would cut into the smoothness of that gradient area. You can see it right there, of that smooth circular light function. And it would just create this really nice effect for just like no, as far as I know, it didn't require any art. It was just like a code trick that they figured out that they could do, and that they basically got for free in their software renderer, because at every given point they were just saying like, you know, they were doing the software rendering thing and just being like, what lights are hitting this surface, and you know, which ones are baked in or not, or whatever. Oh my goodness. Oh, that was an actual enemy. I almost got scared for a second there. I guess we were blocked from that enemy, so the mod code couldn't kill him off in time. But yeah, there's monsters in these rooms. I don't know if those mercenaries were just bunking in this temple, just being a big jerky occupying army or what. But yeah, I believe this level is called Temple of Vandora. I don't know if I have that right. I forget what I did. I feel like I did something to bring up the system console there. Oh, I didn't want to bring up time demo statistics. Oh, maybe I hit the time demo thing. Anyway, not important. Alright, yeah, now we're down at the bottom here. And I think that now we've opened up that that little way that was closed off to us before. Some kind of crummy BSP on this stairway here. Okay, that's just a wall. Alright. And yeah, that's super fancy. Like, yeah. Shane Caudle, the other reason, like, it's possible that Shane Caudle did this level, I forget. He was always doing real fancy archways. There was a Unreal Tournament 99 level that he did. I think it might have been DM Gothic or something, that had like a completely custom texture set that he made just for that. And you had to like kind of make these very specific like BSP cut brushes to make the textures work exactly right. And that was really impressive. Alright, did I open this? Son of a gun. Maybe it's possible that my mod scripting broke this. That my mod scripting broke this this thing here. Let me just ghost to the other side of this here. Okay, and that opened. Well, maybe I got it wrong. Anyway, here's a close-up of the alien angel lady. Just yeah. Yeah. Got a nice view of that. And yeah, what's going on here? Okay, so now we're kind of in the dome area above this. Vandora came forth with fire from the sky upon her lips. Yeah, so like, I don't know if they're saying that like she was an off-world like alien who they turned into another messiah figure. I don't know, or maybe she's just a goddess in the Na'vi pantheon. Look at that. They put these really like short radius lens flares on the gargoyle so that its eyes shine when you get near it. That's just, you know, it's just cute. Okay, and that's a yeah, I just really don't know what where we're being expected to go here exactly. Oh wait, this is like a way down. This takes us across here. What did I do there? Yeah, this is just a pet, you know, this is kind of a classic, like, be real careful about this level design playbook thing. Like, I mean, maybe if that's a secret, I guess, it's okay, but you just hit a switch and you're like, what the heck did that do? I have no idea what that did. Who knows, man? Did it maybe open this up? Yeah, because I feel like that's a door. Yeah. I do like it when you have a flashlight in a game. And they give you some legit dark areas to wander around in. Okay, so yeah, we're really close to the arena level here. Or it's not the arena level that we were in last time, but... Does this open this? No, that's not the way out. And you can re-trigger that switch, so that kind of has me wondering if it's a... if it's just a little secret thingy. Okay, and that's where we got on the boat. That's where we got on the boat ride. Okay, and now we're up here. Torch of Tranquility, yeah. Achieved those. Set the Torch of Tranquility aflame. I'm pretty sure I did that, right? I think we can get down under here. Nah. Was there a second switch I had to hit, maybe? And can you... Is there another way along there? Yeah. Alright, just because I don't want to, like, take up a lot of time doing this, I'm going to go slow-mo 2. I'm going to speed up time here. Just because I know I won't get into combat. Okay, yeah, that's just another spot around here. Alright, yeah, there was not another platform here. And there's not a thing up here I can do, as I recall. Yeah, this whole thing is a dead end right here. Strange. Like, I don't really remember the direction in this game being quite this poor, which probably means that they leaned fairly heavily on using new enemy spawns for direction. You know, if a new enemy showed up in an area you had been previously or whatever, then you would know you were on the right track, and then you would just kind of keep chasing that. Yeah, this is the way we came from. Which is not necessarily a bad way. I mean, ideally, your level design direction is so clear that, you know, even if the player's just really just asleep at the wheel, then they, you know, then they can figure out your direction. Or if they're, I don't know. Darn. I'm just completely at a loss as to where to go next. That's there. Yeah, so this is all kind of connected here. And I think I probably didn't need to ghost through that door, because I feel like I could have found my way back up there. This is where we came in the level, so I'm pretty sure we're not, like, meant to go over here. Yeah, I think that's where we... There's one... Okay, yeah, is that still... Oh, no, okay, that's open now. Alright, well... I hit some sort of trigger or something. I'm just gonna go down here. I don't know why this is just, like, shining... This is just like a render error or something. It's bizarre. Yeah, this BSP tunnel must have just been hell to carve out with Unreal brushes. I really hope I'm not going to die in here. I'm gurping. Gurp. Gurp. Alright, well anyway. I think we've seen all the sights here. Let's take our leave. We're going to come out here. I think these might be the first Nolly cow that we see in the game, yeah. So yeah, it's a Nolly cow, and it's young. It's real cute. Cute little harmless creatures. Kind of like a rabbit, kind of like a two-legged cow sort of thing. And yeah, some like organic terrain type stuff. Some, with the light mapping didn't quite agree with. Yeah. Skybox continuing the progression of sunset. Oh. Is this... Oh, okay. I see how it is. Let's take us up to a secret here. Okay, there we go. What? I don't get it. I wonder what I... Weird, okay. Okay, and then that locks. Did I miss out on some secret there or something? Yeah, this is another situation. This would be our second encounter with the big Titan enemy, I think. Titan is normally up on that amphitheater there. Is not, obviously, having been killed off. And, yeah, I forget what you're supposed to do with, you're just supposed to shoot rockets at him and such. Yeah, how do we get up here? Because I see that there's a little secret-y bit up there. Oh yeah, does rocket jumping work with this? I don't recall rocket jumping working terribly well with the HVAC, but... Oh yeah, actually. Yeah, no, that worked fantastically. Thanks, good tip. Okay, and so this was just... This is... I don't even know if you're meant to go here specifically, but yeah, this was the spot we were looking into from the previous level, so... I don't know if that was where the... if that was where that jerk was. What's going on? I'm hearing a weird wind noise. Yeah, this definitely kind of has me reconsidering my approach with the with the tourism mutator. Like, maybe I should just deactivate an enemy's AI or something, you know? Or... Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to get up there. Ah, well. Well... Alright, I'm just going to try to ghost through here. Sorry about that. Oh, and then I go through and it caves in. Abruptly ushering us onto the next area. We made it so far, only to come face to face with another one of those titanic beasts. Unable to communicate with ISV Kran. Yes, that is where we're heading for. Another spaceship. Another crashed spaceship. Ah, yes, and the bay doors will open for a human, but not for any of the alien baddies, so... So yeah, some Space Marines were down here, and they had a bad time with some Titans. So normally we'd be dodging this Titan left and right. So just like, 50 bazillion different ships crashed on the surface of Napali right before this game began. Is the impression. I mean, maybe it's all the same magnetic anomaly or whatever that brought down the prison ship. Yeah, sure. Let's go with that. You know. All right, it's going to open. Got our big Aliens-style ship opening up here. The very first time I played this, it was very tense because I didn't have enough ammo left to kill the Titan or something. Oh god. And it just... okay, this will jib you if you hang out on it. Cool. Cool move. Oh, and we're all the way back here. Da. Yeah, this level that's coming up here, it's pretty extensive. Like, there's like 2 or 3 levels where you're inside the spaceship. And it's really pretty far from being my favorite part of the game. There are some things that I like about it. Like, there's a few suggestions of like a System Shock 2 style narrative, you know, where like, you know, like you get to sort of figure out what brought this ship down from everybody on it, you know, and there's multiple little things happening on it, but that's cool. I like that snow. But in other ways, it's just like, here's just a bunch of kind of generic spaceship stuff. That is pretty cool, you know. That's the only mech suit I think that you ever see in the game. It's just like a... yeah, it's just another big complicated mover. I just love them. This thing like lifts us up, and now we're up here, and I have no idea what that's good for, but yeah. Okay, so this lowers this. Okay, so now I can hit this. Alright, now I can go up here and maybe... yeah, that's right, I remember this. I gotta jump up one of these forks. Ugh! Darn it. You know what? I've done this before. I don't gotta prove anything to any old level designer, so I'm just gonna ghost up there. But yeah, you have to like jump onto this like fiddly mover type thing. I don't know, just weird. Whatever. ISV Kran Deck 4 by Misha the Sled Dog. By aliens called Scourge. Yep, just standard crash space objectives. Reactivate the who's and what, and do the thing, and hit the switch, and restore the power, and open the cargo bay doors, and well, there we go. Yep, just classic alien baddies coming at you. Yeah, I forget who. Like, maybe somebody told me once that that the J in Scourge is silent. Possibly after the Scourge started its performance art career or something. I don't know. It's. Ugh, okay, that's a gap. All right. Now you know. Intruder alert. This game needs surfing. Yes, it does indeed. Inuit Corporation. Alright. That's unusual. I guess it's named after the native people. Don't know what the connection there is, if any. Stuff. There's all kinds of the hazmat caution tape texture everywhere. It's just all over. They just want you to be real careful. Okay, so I think... Let's see. Ventilation something, yeah, okay, so... Okay. So that's a death fan to avoid. You get in here, aha, the Razor Jack. Via a pre-placed Scourge Corpse. Cool, now we're using the Razor Jack. The Razor Jack is a fun, pretty signature Unreal weapon. It shoots... I really don't want to use it in here. I mean, I guess I could. It shoots razor blades that ricochet around, and they can decapitate enemies if you headshot them. And it's got this, like, the alt fire is like this kind of tilt fire mode, where it banks it or something. No, I think maybe it has aftertouch, right? Yeah, that's right. It's got a little bit of aftertouch, which is cool. Like, I like all of that. Like, bouncing projectiles are fun, and aftertouch is fun. Like, it's, you know, and it's just... I mean, it's arguably Unreal's signature weapon, just because when you look at the logo, the Unreal logo, it just looks like this bladed, like, you know, just Klingon back massager type thing. Oh my goodness. Well, okay. So I think maybe I accomplished what I'm supposed to there. Maybe not. I think once I get to the next level, I'm going to call it a night here. It's good to split up the ISV Kran, because it drags on in places. Hope I'm not insulting people who worked on this game too much, but I don't know. I mean, you know, it's 90s shooters. Like Half-Life 1 is super long, and its quality is not perfectly evenly distributed, and you know, so it's... But yeah, sometimes you're just kind of done with running around space corridors for a while. What is this? Does this just lead us back into... Okay, yeah, so that leads us back there. Alright, let's see if we can get this right now. Alright, so not there. I could go here. That probably just leads to the same hallway. And then there's this. Coolant leak and mezzanine. And then there's this, which is just more hallway, I think. So, okay, all right. I think this is what we want. Okay, cool. 2-story tall, 4-story tall dinosaur-type beasts come and beat on the rear hull of the ship. Yeah. So yeah, that's what these people have been dealing with. Tough times. Are there like goodies in here? There are. Not that I really need them, but. What are we doing for time here? Okay, that's almost... All in all, a surprising number of weapons in Unreal 1 are not hit scan, given that it's a 90s FPS, says Emblabled. Yep, that's true. And yeah, I think, like, you know, I mean, Unreal 1 certainly, like, had this single-player focus, and I think they just probably figured that, like, it was more fun to have all these wacky projectiles. I mean, arguably, like, a lot of Unreal Engine's, like, gameplay code system is set up to have wacky projectiles. It's not a bad way to be, you know? I think this game definitely did pretty well by having wacky projectiles, and then they were able to kind of clean that up into a more, like, multiplayer and competitive-friendly weapon balance in Unreal Tournament. Not that Unreal Tournament 1 was balanced, but... Okay, here we go. Cool. Now we are in a deeper reach of this level. And there's just weird hazmat bars everywhere. There's an elevator. Okay, those windows are bulletproof. Okay, so now we've done something else. Safety bars. Oh, that's right, that brings down this ramp. Cool. See, this is an example if you're just hitting switches and you don't exactly know what they're going to do, but you can see the effect of what you did in the same room, basically. It's a much more easy-to-swallow design situation. Access to dock permitted. Okay, I'm just... What is this? Yeah, I guess that was just a little secret hatch. Okay. Alright, and that's a load right there. Alright, so why don't we, let's see, I gotta open that up. I heard a scourge growling. Okay, alright, well I think this is a pretty good stopping point for the day. So yeah, that is deck 1 or 4 or whatever it was of the ISV Kran. There will be more decks of this to come, and hopefully we'll get through it without having too many mishaps or getting too bored of space corridors. But yeah, thank you very much for watching and for your comments in the chat. This is pretty relaxing to just run around and wander around these weird levels and stuff, so maybe I'll do it again. Play further into the game. There is a point, like probably like halfway to 2/3 of the way through, where, you know, there's you know, the levels get bigger and cooler, and that's kind of my favorite part of the game. Anyway, thanks for joining me for this part, and I will see you again at some point. And yeah, y'all have a lovely night, and thank you for watching.